evening, everyone. Turn on your camera. Thank you very much. All right.
Turn on later.
Okay.
Never on about.
Never mind. Okay. Don't worry. Come. Hey, can you? That
Yep.
you're doing some recycles. The oral was recycle something, is it?
Huh? No, my day was the library.
Or library? Who was doing the recycle?
The recycle was the Thursday or Friday one.
Oh, do you have the question?
My chair never said because I only asked from my chair.
Your teacher sent to you, right?
No, I only got the front view. The back I never get.
What from you?
Like the first few days, cause the first few days was my chair just sending out to us, cause we some students haven't taken but then now all of us taken already, so she
No,
gonna
I
send
want the
again.
first few day one, the one with the
I only have the first 2 days.
No, I just
Yeah.
want the one with the what waste product, waste management, is it?
I don't think my chair sent there, cause that one was one of the latest one.
You did lah. You did send to me about waste.
Uh,
You know about the how do you manage to throw the waste? Is this the why or why not able to throw this type of waste management, something like that, right?
yeah, cause not really, cause I don't know where my chair never sent for like the question for the day two at least, cause we only that one I don't know where I get it from.
I
Yeah,
remember you
check.
sent in the Zoom chat,
Cause I only have the day.
No lah, show the rubbish. You're the one lah. Oh, Zachary.
Yeah, exactly not me, cause I don't know about the day topic. It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Yeah, correct. Zach. I just saw the message.
I mean, all of us finished on Friday, so my chair never like sent anymore.
The oral over already. Totally. Fully.
Should be over well, cause usually only 7 to 8 days, and then today is already like the 9th day if you count it. Should be over already.
Oh. Okay. Well, what are we here? What do we have here? What we have here is that today we are talking about Eastern versus Western. It can be culture, it can be differences and similarity. It can be the East is stronger than the West or the West is stronger than the East. It can be both are equally good. So this one topic in August, we are talking about the East versus the West, or should I say the East meet the West or vice versa. Why I use versus? Because I believe both part of this continent, I divide them into the East and the West because I through my years of experience, I'm not 100% correct. Okay, let's be honest. I feel that all these has been in part and parcel of life. That we sometimes like to compare the Eastern culture, the Western culture, the Eastern ideology, the Western ideology, the Eastern traditional value versus the Western, the Eastern education versus the Western education, the Eastern value versus the Western value, the Eastern philosophy versus the Western philosophy. Wow, it's like never ending, right? Leaders, children. So, well, today we're going to talk about in the writing forms, okay, about how we can tap on this. Now, first of all, let's talk about your homework. Okay, and this is your homework. I think we talk about advantages and this, make it bigger, 90%, okay, and yeah. And we haven't read this, right? Correct now, can you? Did we?
I think I did. Yeah, we did.
We did, huh? Okay,
We
good.
did.
So,
We
all
did
right.
it, and then we did.
Okay, then, but this part here we didn't, right? This one we don't need to do the introductions, so we need to complete the whole essay. Okay, later when Zach come in. Right. So let's talk about the Eastern. Wait, move a bit faster. Okay, now we've done this. Now, part one: Eastern versus Western. The difference between East and West in terms of what? In terms of a lot of things, like just now when I start of the lesson, I tell you in terms of culture, values, traditions and costume, fashions, philosophy, a lot of things. But why I choose these topics is because with the advent of social media and mass media, the festival and the volunteerisms, philanthropies, and then about war, about hatreds, love, about how we can have a diverse society, a gracious society. We also need to know how each part of this world. So why not the North versus the south. Usually move in the east and west is easier. Based on the if you all study Tianyu and Hanning, both of you are studying geography, right?
No, I think lit. And I
I
thought he
think
translate history.
I think history.
Okay, so so you know, right? You realize there's an East Berlin and the West Berlin, the east, the east versus the west, okay? The East Berlin, the West Berlin, but we do have North Korea and South Korea and North Vietnam and South Vietnam.
Wait,
So
what's the East Berlin and West Berlin? What's that?
let Professor Chen Hanling explain what is East Berlin and West Berlin. Hanling, test your history.
It's just Berlin, but East and
Alright,
West.
so in
Don't say
Berlin,
wrongly, don't go and smoke our dear TNU. You're talking to a history teacher here also.
so
Stress. Okay, go.
during the Cold War, right?
Hanling,
So
TNU, do you know what is Cold War now?
No. But I think it's like, wasn't that, is it the one, the Russian one? Or is it different?
Professor Chen, explain.
alright, so after World War II, due to disagreements between the communist bloc of the USSR and its Eastern European satellites and the Western bloc, which was the Western European
Okay.
countries
Wait,
and
one
the
question
US.
first.
Yeah.
USSR is the Russian, right?
Yeah,
Is it? Okay,
Soviet
okay.
Union.
Okay.
So there was a period of rising tensions between them about what to do with the post-war world and their ideologies conflicting, and hence they entered a state of zero communications for extended periods of time. That's why it's called a Cold War, because they didn't talk to each other. And then eventually there was an increasing point in tensions after the USSR managed to build the bomb, the atomic bomb, and Winston Churchill gave his Iron Curtain speech. And then after that it was the Marshall Plan, the Comintern and Comecon. And then there was a very certain point where the Berlin blockade started, but I don't actually know. I think it was when the United States announced that they will be rebuilding Germany. I think it was when the United States announced they'll be rebuilding Germany. And then because at that point Germany was split between the big four countries that won the war. So because and then Berlin was actually in the Soviet Union zone. So the Soviets decided to block Berlin in, right? So the moment Berlin got blockaded, the US decided to start airlifting them. And then they just straight out gave up. They just straight out gave up. And then that's what caused the divide and caused the United States and France and Britain to pull out of Berlin instead of remaining in Berlin. And then eventually they built a wall along the entirety of the East Germany, preventing. Yeah, sorry, I made a small mistake. They built a wall between Berlin, separating East and West Berlin, because West Berlin was it was in
NATO.
Yeah, it's in the NATO zone. So basically they call it something. There's a specific term for it which I forgot.
The East Berlin bloc and the West Berlin bloc. Okay.
Yeah. So they just divided Berlin into two to rule by the US and eventually the German government and the USSR communists, which eventually became a satellite state led by Erich Honecker. That's the Berlin Wall.
So why
Is
do
this
we
huge?
The wall isn't just like a physical thing that prevents people from running over. It's also a symbol of the divide of ideology between the two sides of communism and capitalism.
Sure. Is this all correct?
Yes.
I made a bit of a mistake.
You're saying I'll be a little honest here. I did not understand what he was yapping about.
Okay, let me summarize in a layman term. What happened is because after the World War II, we have the three United Kingdom, United States of America, and Union Soviet Socialist Russia. So these three U are called the Allied power who want to fight against the Axis power, which is the Mercedes, Toyota, and Lamborghini, which is called the Japan, Germany, and Italy. So after the war ended, so they don't have common enemy. But because Russia, is in the east, which is so-called east, but even though it's part of west. But because Russia itself is a communist country, so the ideology is different from United Kingdom and United States of America, which they believe in democracy and republic. So, but because they don't want to continue the war, because they already exhausted their manpower, their money, their material, their machines, and they're all the top general management. So they put in like, just like when a couple quarrel, they give cold shoulder, but they use their allies, which is their children. For example, the married couple 跟 daddy 讲今晚不煮饭， then 那儿子去跟他 daddy 讲， then 他就叫他的女儿啊，跟你的哥哥跟妈咪讲说，今天我们出去吃饭。Something like that, okay, in the real life. So why do we learn this East Berlin, West Berlin, East Germany, West Germany, North Korea, South Korea? Because it's all about ideology, impact in the economics, impact in social, impact in political, and impact the entire world when people live in fears of how the next day, whether the bomb will drop over their heads. So with this East Berlin War, they formed NATO. NATO because they want to go against communists. As you know, communists doesn't in line with the Western ideology. Okay, communists started from Russia and then China and then North Korea. As you know, communists come from the founder called Karl Marx. Karl Marx, surprisingly, is from Germany. Okay, and because of that, they find the ideology is good because I'll tell you, most of the Russians and the China and North Korea are all peasant farmer, 90% to 95%. So as a result, 大众嘛, you cannot beat them, you join them, so they become communism. So what Han say the war between it really built the iron curtain. The word iron curtain means the curtains are made of bricks and mortar and barbed wire. So whoever want to pass through, then go to west, good luck to you. You'll get shoot and kill or prosecute, and that's it. And bye-bye and hang. So, but because the East Germany failed, because you know, after the war, Germany lost, so Russia quickly take over the Germany as quickly as possible. There's a vacuum of power. As such that then you tell me this one for what? Can you help me in my study? I mean, sorry, in my real life? Yes. In real life, you know, power vacuums is a very important thing. If you do not have a power on this, it's just like imagine. A lot of people say after Mr. Lee Kuan Yew died, would there be a vacuum of no power at all? But we do have, right? We have Lee Hsien Loong and we have Goh Chok Tong, we have got good leaders. But to some country, when the leaders die, they got no vacuum. You know the dynasty, you know, right? The father died, then so many children want to aim for the throne. But even though the throne was given rightfully to the third son, for example, the first two sons useless. But the first son said, no, I'm supposed to be all along and be passed down to the elder son. Who are you to take? So that is causing a conflict. That's why
cause a war, right? Or like
we call it a civil war inside. That's for the dynasty, yeah. But this one is not because of World War II. And it caused the effect, it links. Sorry, at that time, and you and me, uncle, and you have 还没有出世. But why are you going to learn all this nonsense? You might say, right? It's not nonsense, no? It's very useful in terms of how you manage people. That's what we are talking about today. So you see, you realize, honey, like regurgitate, I'll tell you a lot of things. It's practically like reading from a history textbook. But you have to understand, in the point of history point of view, if we understand history, I understand what you say. But a person who don't understand history, so yeah, okay lor, okay lah, 拍啦，死算了咯。Then 最后 Russia 也是输了嘛 ，1988 Russia surrender, it become a democratic country. But you see, you don't change your ideology too fast. It's just like when you do study, let's say you are using Eastern influence. This whole month will teach you what is self-love. The self-love between the east side and the west side are totally different. Okay, so this month is actually to beef up for your understanding, to prepare for your own level. So if you miss a lesson, good luck to you, unless you watch video. So look at this one. Let me read this one before I explain to what Han Ling is saying about the East and West Germany. The difference between the East and the West in terms of the difference between East and West culture encompasses a wide range of aspects, including individualism versus collectivism. So if Han Ling will know what you mean by collectivizations and industrialization, that is different now. Social hierarchy, communication style, time orientation, and religion practice. You see, tell you, do you know communist country, they do not believe in any religions. They are very anti-religions or anti-religions. The only religion is Karl Marx, the founder of...
What's Karl Marx?
Karl Marx 就是那个 founder, 就是好像 Kentucky 那个创办人, 那个 Colonel. 他就是 founder of but communist. Karl as in K-A-R-L, correct now, honey? And then M-A-R-X, Karl Marx. That's called
Karl Marx, yeah.
that's called Marxist. Marxist is considered as
Marxism.
communism or socialism. 就是说 can you imagine 你生长在这个 communist country you are a doctor, okay? And then your friend is a farmer, and then your another friend is a road sweeper, and then the fourth one is maybe is a teacher, okay? A teacher or police officer. 你们全部4个人的工钱全部都是1000块，你觉得公平吗？不公平 right? Of course 你是 doctor 你当然赚多，对吗？
Yeah, but then you don't want your money, give it to the poor people. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
it's good for the poor people, but it's bad for the richer people.
yeah, that's why communism there's no rich, 没有 capitalist 的。
But I thought I saw someone, they say it's not like they give their whole money, it's like only a certain amount.
No, when the start of communism 是这样的。Remember, Hanling, you all didn't study Russia much, They got this purge of the kulaks, Kulaks are the very rich farmers, so very sad. I don't know why the bloody hell the MOE took away the Russian history, and then took away the China history, talk a bit here and there. I don't understand what the hell MOE is doing. The whole entire World War II history like broken hands and legs and arms.
It's
And
mostly
I saw my friends history things was mainly about the World War II only.
it's mainly
Hitler
about
and stuff.
Europe.
Yeah, it's just all about the rise and the fall of Hitler and shit. And
Yeah,
stuff like
that's basically an
and like what and why Hitler like this or something.
That's
That's
basically
in depth
the
only.
whole-
I don't see anything about like China or anything.
yeah, correct. And then they thought that after that they talked about the Southeast Asia Vietnam War, right?
No,
I'm
it's
not sure, but I didn't see it.
Cold War and then the 2 proxy wars, which were Korea and Vietnam.
Cuba Missile.
And they what?
Cuba Missile Crisis.
No, they didn't talk in depth about Cuba Missile Crisis.
No Cuba
No,
Missile.
Yeah, not in depth. Because talking more about Korean War and Vietnam War.
Did you ask your teacher why they took out all this Soviet Union?
I mean, my teacher wouldn't know. I tried
No,
asking.
but
Oh,
from what my
no.
other chair for other subjects say, it really skills off like how as the world progress. Like for our physics, right? They just say for this year for combined, we have to learn back radioactive. That topic is because like nowadays like people are gonna build like the radioactive stuff, and then they like because the past 20 years they never had it, but then they say like it really scales off like it goes as how the world progress off. So maybe to the history hits of like Singapore, they decide that maybe Russian stuff not that important. I don't know why, but you know what I see. And then they probably say, oh, take it out for this time, or then just teach them a certain amount.
No. A person who study history all must involve, not because they got Russian-Ukraine war, or not because of that. And then set 1, set 2, do you study the history of Malacca, history of Paramaswara, history of the Majahapi Empire?
I don't remember that. I was also just meaning about Singapore and the World War II and Japan invade.
That's right. Do you study the ancient early civilization of the Indus Valley, the China history, the Roman Empire?
No.
But at the same time, I feel like the Russian, the wars and stuff, right? Those one, I feel like it might be in pure history instead.
No.
Yeah, they are all in pure history.
I think this history, maybe I'm wrong. It seems like a bit propaganda.
I'm elect history student. It's a bit different. Pure history students still cover still cover everything.
Pure history,
Yeah, pure history they still cover everything. I think elect.
Yeah, we all think. I mean, there's no pure.
Okay,
elect.
I don't have
pure history, then different story. Okay, so they purposely put pure and elect.
So I think it's because the Russian one is a bit more in depth or like harder. That's why they give it.
No,
to
Russian is the easiest. The Stalin history is the easiest among all.
Stalin is in the elect, if I'm not wrong.
No, it's not in the elect.
No, it's not.
There?
It's not. Stalinization is not in elect.
Never mind. So now you understand, Tenyo. So the east side and the west side, it's the same thing. When we talk about east and west, 所谓东方不败还是西方不败，还是东亚病夫还是西亚病夫 ，whatever it is, we are going to look into details of that. All right, come, let's see how we're going to look at it. So let's look at this, Easterns. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, the first three, honey, approach.
Wait, give me a second.
Approach and the East culture, how they approach. And then you tell me which one you prefer to go to. In 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Wait, hold on.
Okay. Then
No, I can read. I was settling something in the back.
Sorry, I can't see you, so I can't tell. Sorry.
Approach: collective thinking and collaboration. Personal collections. Western culture: individual focus. Hierarchy: Eastern culture: face saving and respect for rank and file. Western culture: equality amongst peers.
Huh?
Task: Eastern culture: slow to get to first base, reliant on research. Western culture: quick results required, high level overview assessment. Communication:
Wait, okay, the first three and the next four will be can you. You see the approach, we are talking about collective thinkings and collaborations. That's the personal. We can do about this thing called 孙子兵法. That's I can think of. And the Indian ones, the Indian history, can't remember who the guru thinker.
Scammer.
No, please lah. Very racist. Not the Indian, other race also scammer. Okay, the individual focus, like you know, right? We are talking about Sir Isaac Newton's, Albert Einstein, Thomas Edison's, right? That's the culture. Hierarchy, face saving and respect. 死爱面子啊，他们对面子很重要啊。And then of course they respect the ranking. The higher you are, they respect. But here in Western, they don't care what is your rank. Okay, they just believe in the rights, human rights, equality, right? Then the task here is slow to get to the first base. Research, 他们就是所谓36计走为上计 they will think, they will analyze, they will strategize before they move on. Whereas the Western is that I don't care, just like Hitler, right? Remember Germans, there's this word I can't remember, it's a fast attack. What's that word?
Blitzkrieg.
Yes. The fast attack, right? It's true. But that one screw up, because starting very good, very fast. After that, their soldier will get tired.
Honestly, after that, I think they lost on the Western Front because they said to move too many soldiers to the Eastern Front.
No, they use this scripts and other strategy against the Russia. The Russia is no.
I mean, if you have that many men to fight, you're not winning.
In the winter, my dear. In October and November, when the winter start,
that was just dumb, bro. That was dumb. That was just dumb, bro. They lost. They lost already.
No, practically Hitler failed his geography in secondary school.
That's true.
And history also. You know why? Because Alexander did the same to Russia failed.
Both of you to assume he got taught geography.
Huh?
Both of you for you to assume that he got taught geography.
and then wait. I want to say something. And then Napoleon also attacked Russia, also failed. So the two great leaders, Alexander and Napoleon, also failed to attack Russia. Who are you, Hitler? Wow, you thought with modern technology, he can overcome the mother nature. 300 over 1,000 soldiers become 30,000 and end up the 30,000 become prisoner of war. Too bad. Sayonara. All right. So all of you can turn on your camera, turn on. Back to
Wait, so I have one question before I start reading. So basically Hitler lost because they tried to attack. I forgot which country was trying to attack through the snow, right? The weather. But then after it lost because of that.
No.
Like indirectly lost because like his soldier got placed there, and then when he tried to retreat, then the others attacked him from the other side, and then he lost.
No, but because he got help from Hungarian soldier, Bulgaria, and Finland as well as Italy. But Italy soldier sucks, okay? Because he also
Italy gave up. Italy gave up, bro. Italy should have surrendered.
No, because
racism.
No, you see, because Germany need Italy to buffer Spain and Portugal, okay, and also France. Because of that, a lot of Germans general. This one is not in the textbook, honey. A few general against him. That's why he want to have this call to kill Hitler in the one of the meeting, but he was saved by the oaks table. But because of that, he need Mussolini to take care of the western part of Europe. But because 他讲义气, Hitler, that's why he helped. But because of his SS trooper who saved Mussolini out of the danger, he lost quite a number of soldiers. And also, the Italy soldiers are not well trained in certain terrains. But I tell you, the thing is they lost it because they call the two-front attack. From west, which is in the front side where the Normandy beach to call the D-Day, where the Allied forces attack the France. The east will be the Russian, as I mentioned just now. And then, of course, the German base itself, they got this pocketed of resistant fighter from France and from other neighboring countries. And all in all, 它就是四面楚歌. 四面楚歌的意思就是说，它的整个地方都是围起来 from enemy。But those soldiers from Hungarian and Bulgarian, all these of Czechoslovakia or Finland, they are not well equipped as compared to the German soldiers, or well trained because they got this Nazis youth. So this is you have to know a lot of background. So how can we apply, supply, and reply in our daily life? It's like our job law. So if you want to train a group of people that is very well versed in what they do for your company, you have to send them for training, loyalty to the company, and never say that attitude, which is like the Japanese soldiers, the kamikaze and the harakiri.
For hell nah, the Japanese soldiers they never say that too literally, bro.
Yeah, it's really
They
never
spell death for themselves, bro. They just we're losing, take a plague passion to people.
No, they never say surrender.
I mean a lot of them died.
No, the
A lot of them
surrender
died.
is not surrender is not.
Sure, indeed, they never say surrender. They only wave their flag.
No, surrender. No, they don't wave their flag. Surrender is not in their vocabulary. They don't surrender. Even the children, the villagers, that they will jump down from the cliff and never surrender to America because they already paint a very bad picture. Say the Western are the barbaric. When you take the civilian, they'll rape and kill and molest and torture and all
They
this.
Hell nah, they did those things, bro. They did
No,
those things.
World War II. Didn't they surrender after getting bombed?
Yeah. They
One
could only
bomb,
take 2 bombs.
Then later they found out that more, the Americans are not like that, so they are being bloody hell, 你骗我嘞！其实他们不是这样，其实是我们自己人才这样做给那些中国人呢。Then later when the see we are not talking history here, sorry but let's move on is Japan until today they will never surrender. No, sorry, they will never say sorry to the war crime they did. And I can tell you from my personal gut 有朝一日他们日本人还是会攻打中国。You see, I can tell you, right? But 这次没有这么容易打中国了。Okay, so let's come back communication.
Communication. Wait, okay, never mind, I just read. Communication.
Sorry, Tianyu, do I answer your question?
Oh, which one?
Yeah, answer your question just now about why Hitler lost.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and also
Okay.
one thing Hitler lost because he didn't trust his general.
Yeah, he
Oh,
made a lot of calls
I
by himself.
remember.
He made a
There's
lot of
something
calls.
about that. Because like the
his
general
general was
told him not to
fighting,
fight,
Then he tell Hitler, he say, no, I think this war cannot, we must pull back. Straight away, he pull him out of the things and throw another general in. Hi, Zachary.
I think wait. There was the incident where they actually accidentally allowed most of the surviving forces from France to escape, wasn't there?
Yeah.
The one where Hitler refused to chase across into England.
No, the general told him that we need to come back to support Germany. That's the last stance and to protect him. But that clown commit suicide. But who knows? Maybe he's using a double to replace him.
Hitler's definitely them.
History is very fun. It's just like it's really telling a story. It's called Hi Story. Back to you, Tianyu. Communication.
Alright, communication. Eastern culture. Layered messages and use of intermediaries.
Never mind. Oral over.
Okay.
Cannot.
Western culture. Direct, blunt, and to the point.
Yeah.
People.
Wait. Let's stop here. Yeah, it's very straightforward. I work in the Americans firm before Western company and Eastern company. In the Western company in America, they hire and fire. They like you, they hire you. They don't like you, they fire you anytime. But in the Eastern side, 他们还会讲重感情。哇，你在这个公司服务了10多年了，没有功劳也有苦劳啊。So 算了啦，我们还给你一点什么退休retrenchment benefit things like that. And then we slowly to make sure reduce your salary, but don't want to throw you out. Just like recently, last few years, the Samsung is a very big supermarket, but because of the COVID, the director willing to have pay cut and even didn't retrench any staff. Okay, they layer the message to tell all the levels, say you will keep your jobs. And you know what? After that, when the COVID over, the lowest salary earners employee get the 6 to 12 month bonus, while the higher employee get about at least 2 to 3 months, if I'm not wrong. Not bad. So this is like the different culture. Next, people.
Yeah. People. Relationship first. business second. Western culture, business first, relationship second.
So you see in China, in everywhere is 我们重感情. So same Tian Yu and Han Ling. Next time both of you open up a very big business. Then Tian Yu maybe one day your son need some help. Then 翰林三说，诶，对呀、你是那个天佑 uncle 的孩子是吗？来，我帮你。哦，then after that next round，可能翰林的孙子还是需要帮忙。then 天佑的儿子，诶，上次你帮过我父亲哦，我爷爷是天佑来，我先来帮你这种讲感情的嘞。This is very true in our Eastern culture, be it Chinese or other race in Asian. But in the Western, sorry man, bro. Top business first. Who are you? And you realize that in Eastern, 所谓福不过三代their company is always passed to the son, the grandson, great grandson, or whatever granddaughter, granddaughter, or great granddaughter. But in the East Western, they don't care. If you are the son, you screw up, you cannot do a job. I'm sorry. I will let another CEO to come in. There is nothing to blood related. And then you let run the company. And that is why in the Western, like HP, Dell, all these company, talk about it. Like I know Google and Amazon, the founder is still alive, but whether they pass to your son is always 50%. But in the Eastern, their businesses will definitely pass like Songfa, 肉骨茶, Bread Dog, you name it, Yakun. You realize these are all the 老字号 brand. They will still pass down to the next generation to continue. But in the Western, sorry, it's all about business. Just like Donald Trump, it's purely business, no hard feeling. That is their culture, that's their belief. Anything wrong? No lah. It depends how you see it, but that's why you see the Western company can last for more than a century. Well, the Chinese, I'm talking about Chinese, I don't talk about other race. Very sensitive. Right? Look at the Chinese. Can they last more than a century? Not many company. Okay, next one. Zachary, are you able to read the next one, Zachary?
Yes.
Goal. GOAL.
Goal, long-term and bigger picture for Eastern culture, and for Western culture, short-term result and rapid decision-making.
Next.
Strategy for Eastern is built to keep, and then Western is built to sell.
I told you right. For us, it's 家传秘方的. These are Hokkien mee or this 茶粿条, or this 肉骨茶, or this wanton mee, or this whatever the pastry they pass down from generation to generation because it's my yeye, the recipe, the secret recipe to bring down So I want to keep it. To American that's why you see when they feel that they earn enough, they sell the company. There's no so-called loyalty. They sell the company, they got no money, they develop another company. Very good example. Look at this Steve Jobs. Maybe he was kicked out by Microsoft and then he came out and become an Apple's company. And then slowly it become other things. This is a Western culture. When I say Western means the Europe side, all the way to North and South America, okay? As in the Eastern, we are talking about the Middle East, Saudi Arabia, all this, all the way to Japan, China, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, all this. Uncle, what about Australia and New Zealand? Australia and New Zealand, to me, is more to the Western culture, okay? So yeah, in the Eastern culture, we look at the long-term and bigger picture. So
Hell no, they got no kangaroos down there in America, bro.
But you know why I say Australia and New Zealand refer to the Western? Because they are used to be colonized by the British Empire, right? Don't say colonized, they are being, okay. You see all the town and the cities there are all named after the British side. So to me, I feel that Australia and New Zealand are more to Western, even though it's a down under to the earth, to the globe, okay? So let's back to the goal. Long-term and bigger pictures. 为大局而着想，他们不是的。That's why you see, there's a very good example. Maybe I'm wrong to use this example, sorry. Just look at the recent elections, the president election in US. 4 years. Kick off already, next president. The maximum they stay there in 8 years. But look at China, Xi Jinping. Even though they got renewal of leadership, if they think that this leader is good, they will extend the leader.
Wait, but sure. You are aware that the only person that you can vote for in China is Xi Jinping, right?
Say again.
You are aware that the only person that they are allowed to vote for is Xi Jinping, right?
No. They got the rotating leadership. Yes, they got rotating, and I really very support Xi Jinping. I have to change my mindset also to Mr. Mao Zedong, Mao Zedong. After
I look
watching,
like him also.
thank you. Yeah. That's why I getting to like Mao Zedong also. No, just that's a joke for me, please. But after watching TikTok and did some research on Mao Zedong, actually he's a very good guy. But because of his situation, he also feels sad that he had to separate from Taiwan. Yeah, that's history. That's like the father and the son things. And when the Jiang Shi guys die, he's not happy at all. He say, wow, my enemy died, he didn't. He just feels sad about it. It's just like, why should we fight? We are all Tong Bao. So he still has the heart. I think next time when I go to Tiananmen, I really have to stand in front and salute and bow to him. Okay, my respect to him. I used to be blinded by my own history of his judgments. Maybe I did not have researched enough information about Mao Zedong. I realized that all the leaders in China, they want to do a good part. And that's why, you see, built to keep the legacy. But in US, you see, their president is like, wow, I don't know what the hell are they doing. Last time, I think, honey, you can tell, like Roosevelt and who else? Who is the two president during World War II?
Harry S. Truman.
Truman and Roosevelt, and of course all these presidents, George Washington's, not George washing machine, and then
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan's, they say the name is devil because got the 666. I like Obama, of course.
I mean, everyone likes Obama.
Yeah, I like Obama.
He actually did stuff.
They're very proud that he's the first Black American president and break the very stereotyping way, you see. So this is a very good example, right? Built to sell. Oh my God. Okay, let's see. Okay, now what are your thoughts on this point mentioned above? And let's talk about, okay, yeah, what are the thoughts of this point? Come, so just give me some thoughts about it. How do you feel about it?
Agree.
No, you just type something, a few sentences. Well, I feel that, for example, I feel that I only agree with communication and goal. You can say, I disagree with the hierarchy of the Western culture. Or that you can say, I agree that what you say about strategy about the East and the West is true. Something like that. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of things like approach, hierarchy, task, communication, people, goal, and strategy. You can see which one do you think is good and put it inside. All right. Thank you very much. You just type something. No need to be an essay, for goodness sake, please.
Yeah, Mara can.
You start ready, man? Where?
I already said I agree with the points.
No lah, you don't write like that lah. This two one, hey, you gonna hello brother. I know oral over already, okay, but your life kick in when your O level over, you still got your A level and your poly and all these things.
Sure, short and simple is the matter.
Correct. But too short already lah. You must say I agree with all the points. Maybe you feel that one of the points is very strong point. Something that out of 7, maybe one of the point I feel that is very true, very good. But say something like that, ma.
I got one question first. Eastern culture is Asia, right?
Huh?
Eastern culture is like what? What country is that? Asia?
Asia. Mostly
Okay.
Middle East and Asia. That's why it's called Middle East. As long as you take all the European country, Turkey is half. Turkey is half. The rest
Then Western is the European and USA.
North and South America. North America will be the Canada, Mexico, and US. South America will be Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Chile, Bolivia, Cuba, these
Mm.
countries.
Oh, okay.
And then Africa, how? How
Uh,
to divide
Where's Africa?
ancient culture.
What's
Yeah.
Africa?
Actually, Africa considered ancient culture, but there is no East and West Africa in the way I feel it. There are people saying that, but I would say Africa itself is itself a continent. So maybe we don't add Africa in until I find more research on
I
that.
think Africa hasn't been developed enough to.
They do have it's just that we do not have enough literatures and research on paper on them. In fact, Africa, if you say Africa don't have, how come all the Amor can go to Africa to take the diamonds, the slave? Correct now. They must have some culture there that they really are so good, but they just can't develop it well in terms of languages, in my opinion. So let's write some few sentences about it. I'll come back to you, Not a big essay, of course. Are you done? Oh, thank you, Tian Yu. Something like that, correct. Well done. I agree with the point. As Eastern culture like Japan and China, to name a few, focus on building technology to keep for themselves mainly. Whereas Western culture like United States of America build technology to sell to others country. Yeah. Not true, Tian Yu. Recently, BYD, from China, they built the technology of the car, right? E-car, e-vehicle. They start selling, correct not? They
But
sell.
yeah, that's why I wrote the word mainly. So like they still keep
okay.
it for themselves first before like selling. While then like the America, like they always just build like those phones and stuff, then they'll just sell to other countries.
说得好，说得好，说得妙，说
That's
得
why I
对。
add the word mainly. If not, I feel like I definitely gonna be wrong because now it's definitely slowly changing, but yeah, that's why I wrote the word mainly there.
Okay, agree. Han Ling and Zach, hurry up because we got things to talk about others. We are going to the main focus now.
Wait, sure. Then in history textbook, did they talk about World War One?
Yes, of course. They also talk
I
about
feel like nowadays, I keep seeing it's always World War II, Cold War, like the Stalin.
Because
wars
World
or
War
something.
One didn't really matter, bro. It was just
Yeah,
a
I was
bunch of
like- I was
countries
like-
fighting and
No.
absolutely nothing gained out of it.
no, because you never studied World War. World War One has a biggest impact to World War Two, okay?
No, World War One's aftermath had the biggest impact in World War Two,
Yeah.
not World War One actually.
No.
We studied aftermath.
No, that's why poor thing. That's why you're elective.
Oh,
Sorry, Harley.
tragic.
You have
No,
to
Sorry.
but you have to understand. The impact that World War One had or World War Two was only because the what they did after they won.
yeah lah, the Treaty of Versailles lah, of course.
Yeah. But like the war itself wasn't actually as significant.
But do you know the World War One is a breakthrough for the Germans when they start to build the best tank?
That was before.
Yeah.
Before the war started.
No, before the World War One started, Germany has the worst tank in World War One. Okay. Their teacher never tell you, right?
Oh yeah, I did heard about that.
Not
They
true.
had the worst, and then in World War II they had the best, if I'm not wrong.
And then the
Like, one
aircraft
of the
carrier,
best.
you know who invented aircraft carrier?
Also the
That was because of
Japan.
That was Japanese.
I
No. The Japanese didn't invent aircraft carriers.
Yes.
It was the United States. It was the United States. Sure.
No.
You can search it out. The first aircraft carrier was built in
No, it was
But the Wind
the
brother,
oil
that
tanker. Never
one.
mind, this is not our topic. Yeah, you can say the Japanese using the aircraft and this. Hanling, you go and type the word blah blah black sheet. The US plane used this word blah blah black sheet. Okay, it's called blah blah black sheet. It's not have you any who. There's this plane called blah blah black sheet. It's BLA blah blah black sheet. Okay, it's one of the top best planes in World War II. All right,
The chair is Baba.
yeah,
It's BAA.
BAA.
Yeah, I
Baba
search out.
Black
They
Sheep,
correct it
Baba.
to BAA Black
Oh,
Sheep,
BAA,
not
Baba.
blah blah. That one is the song.
All right 真的有这个飞机对吗？
I'm
Oh
aware
yeah,
of that. I'm aware of
yeah.
that.
They said
What
they
do you say,
started
buddy?
using it around the September 1943 to January
I can tell you,
1944.
not many teachers teaching history will know about this plane.
It's because the plane was low cost. That's why they could keep producing the
No, but this plane was playing a very major the dogfight as well as the arena.
Yeah, because it was low cost. The entire thing about this type of plane was that it was similar to the T-34. Low cost, high efficiency, and that's why they could produce a lot of it and just go straight to war with it.
But it depends on the pilot.
I mean, but being perfectly honest, at that point in America, everything was produced insanely fast. So
no, you know why, my dear? You know why we will never win America at all? Because you know why? When the eastern of America is sleeping, the western of America is working. Okay? And the US cover 2 oceans. One of my students wrote this in the exam and the teacher failed him. Because the production can do on Chicago and the other one can do in California. And the one can do in New York. There are two different time zones.
so California don't do shit, bro. California
Yes.
California don't do shit, bro.
Then after World War,
The
right?
shift, wait, don't interrupt. Sorry, why I'm saying that. The shift as in when they are producing the war material during World War II. Okay, the whole countries are in operations. So the half of Eastern America sleeping, the West is working, and then vice versa. So it's like they are producing product in 24 hours round the clock. You see, that's the beauty of this US. They are in 2 different time zones. You get it? You get it now? So their productivities, they are the only thing they lost is in terms of humans, because East got more population than the Americans is about 250 million people, which is I think the 3rd or the 4th largest population in the world. Tianyu, Hanling, have you done before I move on? Zach say I agree. Eastern society like China tend to prioritize long-term thinking and consider the broader impact, whereas Western cultures like the American often focus on short-term gains and quick results. For instance, China economic plans span decades, while American business landscape is driven by fast profit. Very true. I can think of for the Western American is the Wall Street. Okay, it's the Wall Street. If you watch the Wolf in Wall Street, you will understand what I mean. They like to hit fast and furious, but that's their culture, That's their Western culture. Okay. All right. Thank you, Hanling. I agree. I agree with the points about Eastern culture, especially the fact that Eastern culture is built to be long-standing. For example, the 5,000-year rich history of China. Whoa, consider of many developing both technology and ideologies, and also sociologies as well. Huh? All right, thank you very much for your takes. Now, the difference between the East and West in terms of culture and educations. That's by Michael's Michelin's last update on July 24. That was what last month ago. All right, just recently, okay? So it's still brand new, hot from the oven, still pretty hot because yesterday was the last day of July. So I read the first part to you, and then Zach, if you don't mind, read the next one. Curious about the Western world versus the Eastern world? No worry, we're going to talk about this. Culture differences are a very hot topic in business as well as at holiday parties. Today we bring a guest writer for this person here. Okay, then we're just going to dive in. Now, Western culture has specified in the culture map above is defined by the following. So this is like, okay, and this is Eastern, this is like Western culture. Now, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam are some common religions practiced in the Western world. Of course, Buddhism, they are starting to bring into the Western culture as well. All right, I'll read this one, then that's it. The next person will read. The population in Western country is more liberal than the one in the East. Because I feel that the Western don't really have the fashion. They don't have the traditional clothing, in my opinions. Anyway, maybe the British side and some of the countries are in the Europe. The Westerners are more open and blunt. For example, topics like sex or birth of a child are openly discussed in the Western culture, whereas in the East, these topics are still very taboo. No. This, I think it's all about the word here.
Glasnost.
The glasnost.
Glasnost.
Respect. Yeah, it's not glasnost. It's not about the standing. You're talking about standing.
No. Glasnost is, it just means openness.
Yeah, about not standing, sorry. Yeah, about the who Gorbachev and
Gorbachev.
and who is the other? Yashin, Boris Yassin. Yeah. Respect, okay. Whoa. But too bad the openness is not there. Okay, next one. Zachary, can you read these 3 points? Thank you.
I didn't realize Gorbachev lived so long.
Yeah, the one the head got a mat. Yeah, Zachary.
People from the West are more open to expressing their feelings. If they are angry, they vent it out, but people in the East may hold it in for tact and good manners. Also, one's own choice is given preference over the families. A person from the West is more flexible and free to make decisions on his own, unlike those in the East. Arranged marriages are not at all common in the West, for they believe in love and basis for marriage.
I only love the last point. I really enjoy the last point, seriously. The marriage 是终身大事. Who the hell you going to arrange for me? I'm going to marry this lady or this gentleman for the rest of my life. I decide what I'm supposed to choose. Hey guys, you all agree now? Thumbs up, 3 of you, you agree. Use the emoji. Hey, why today I talk to myself? Nobody turn on camera. Already coming 9 o'clock, already still don't turn on. And my boss check on me. You better answer to them. You better say why you cannot turn on camera. Thanks. All of you agree. I think Tianyu, you agree not Tianyu?
Agree about what?
Arranged marriage lah. That's why you see never pay attention. I just say only. Arranged
Yeah,
marriage.
I just came back. But arranged marriage, usually,
你要吗？
nah, I feel like marriages are more like you
是
should
我自己
be
的事情，对吗？
yeah 自己的
我要娶一个胖，
cannot
一个瘦，一个丑，一个什么，不是我的事。
unless it's good.
There's no such
It's like
thing.
it's like church. It's like it's bad, but then
No,
sometimes you might get a bit of benefits. But usually I don't agree.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, seriously. But that's how it works in the East. Okay. And sometimes these kind of questions may come up in your comprehension passage. Seriously. You might come up in your comprehension passage to talk about these kind of things. Trust me. Okay. And they'll ask you why. It's just like the Eastern, they will tie their leg, 三寸青年, they will tie their legs, bind their leg into like 3 feet or less than that, or 3 inches. Oh my God, how 3 inches, how to walk, man? And that's how the Chinese they do that during the Qing dynasty. Carry on, Tian Yu.
Sorry, I was reading about my meter. Okay, it has been said that East and West can never meet up. They are different. They differ in history, religion, political system, and so on. Differences are also clearly seen in the Eastern and Western ways in dealing with education.
So they're always true. Kaplan was saying that East is East, West is West. They will never mix and they will never agree to each other. And they will never kowtow to say sorry that my culture is wrong, your culture is stronger. They will always believe their own culture is strong. So this month we are going to talk about it and brainstorm it in a very matured, unbiased, in prejudice, not prejudice, and the most important thing, not stereotyping. Okay, this is Tian Yu, are you able to turn on your camera?
Yeah, wait.
Zach, can you turn on your camera also? Please all turn on now, please. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, turn on. Thank you very much. Hello. Okay, let's read the next one. Wait. Can you finish this part here? This one, Tian Yu.
Yeah, okay. Finish what part?
Eh?
You need to scroll down.
This one.
Yeah.
Tian Yu,
Eastern world is
camera.
I turn after I read.
Okay.
Eastern world is comprised of nations in Asia, including the Middle East, whereas Western world refers to North and South America, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. East and West may have myriad differences based on cultures and education. These differences can be noted for the most part in people's behavior and attitude. The major difference between Eastern and Western culture is that people in the East are more conservative and traditional than the general population in the West.
So you can see from, if I'm sorry, I'm not being sarcastic, if you have not colorblind, you know the green color, like I'm right now, the Australia and New Zealand belongs to Western world. Well, the Eastern world's everything so Africa is white color. Okay, it seems like that also the Greece, that side, the Turkey, that one, it's also considered as not under, so it's like hybrid, Turkey is hybrid. So what about Africa? Africa considered as in a lost child.
I feel like they're not developed enough to have a defined culture. So they're not developed enough.
Very sad, no? I don't say I agree with you. I will disagree if they say that. Because every human race, whether you're black, as long regardless of the color of the skin or religions, you never know one of the religions or race inside the Africa might be a stunning good one. You never know. You never know. Okay, even both of them, or not both, even most of them say that the Africans are very uncivilized, underdeveloped, nutrition or whatever, and don't know what. Sorry, but they are still considered as part of the world. Let's have a clear view on the difference between the East and the West in terms of culture. Come, let's go. Tian Yu. Eastern culture.
Eastern culture, referred to the cultural map above, has these characteristics listed below.
Ready, go. Wait.
Wait.
Okay. You finish the Eastern culture, then Han Ling follow the Western culture. Hinduism,
Buddhism, Jainism, Shainism, Taoism, and Islam are some common religion practiced in the Eastern world.
Okay. So with the common one we know is the Hinduism, Buddhism, and what's the difference between Buddhism and Taoism? Can anyone tell me? Don't tell me the spelling different. I can kill you.
Wait, I know what. We were talking about it like last time.
Yeah, what's the difference between Buddhism?
I search out the meaning of Taoism first. Then I can tell you.
Zachary, what's the difference between Buddhism and Taoism? Both actually founded in our motherland called China. But Buddhism is not really from China. It's actually from India. But India is also part of Hinduism. Buddhism is only one god called释迦牟尼.
Buddhism mainly only trust.
Taoism believe in Su Wukong
Buddhism is only in Buddha.
A lot of deities.
Buddha, because they assume Buddha reincarnated into like some other deities also.
But according to Taoism, Buddhism is one of the superior, than Taoism, if I'm not wrong.
I'm pretty sure Buddhism still holds above. Because like if we follow by the
The doctrines,
mythology, right? Then
the
Buddha
doctrines
was the one who
of
Su Wukong.
now
I mean that one in
Wu
the
Zishan, Wu Zishan.
yeah, that one also.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty sure like the culture also different. Like Buddhism, they don't eat. Is it they don't eat beef? Is because
Mm.
and they also cannot eat like lotus and stuff because they believe like Buddha is sitting on a lotus.
49 days
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah,
Anyway, next
a lot
round.
more. Okay.
Next point.
Second, the population in Eastern cultures and countries is more traditional than the people in the West when we consider their clothing, rituals, and so on. For example, Indians pay respect to their elders or parents by touching their feet. East Asia bow as a gesture of welcoming guests, apologizing and expressing thank you. People in the East are commonly inflexible in their beliefs and ideologies. They do not easily
Compromise.
compromise, nor question the long practiced custom and traditions. In Eastern countries, elders are considered as the leaders of the home, and children are often refer their choices to them and obey what they say. Important decisions related to the children's future are normally made by the elders. And when parents grow old, their kids are likely to take care of them. Arranged marriage are common in Eastern countries. They are normally arranged by the parents of the couples or other elders. They believe in the concept that love comes after marriage. Now, I wonder what you are thinking.
Now I wonder what are you thinking? Yeah, it's like, huh? You sure not? Ayo, I can't believe it. After love, then you consider after the arranged marriage, then you know what is love. A bit bullshit, sorry. Okay. Thank you so much for the readings, and very true. We show that's why we got the 弟子规、三字经 and 尊老敬贤, all the 成语 we bring up. But that doesn't mean the West don't respect their parents or the elderlies. They have their own culture and a way to respect their parents. Maybe they give them a big hug and kiss. But we don't do that. Do you kiss your daddy, mommy, Tianyu? The most you pet, right? Zach, do you kiss your mommy and daddy?
Yeah, pet.
Honey, do you kiss your mommy and daddy?
No,
No.
hard only.
Would you want your son and daughter next time to kiss you, honey? Daddy, I love you.
Honestly, not really.
Oh, bloody hell. That's the Eastern.
Depends on the age though.
Yeah, exactly kind of right.
Hello, Zach. You mean next time when you're 60, 70 years old, your son 40 years old, Daddy, I love you, Papa, I love you, I kiss you. Hey, go away, don't kiss me. Bloody hell, man. Zach, 你有问题耶. What's wrong? I'll kiss my mom, even my mom is now going to be 80 years old. I'm already 50 plus, I still kiss my mom in front of my children and my wife. Well, piang you're really typical Eastern people. Eastern East 开玩笑. Tell you like what's that say? Depends on the age.
What? Well,
Let's
you
say
want
now,
my kids to kiss
now
me
you
in the
are all
future?
60 plus, or you're all 60 plus, you are already akong. Your grandchildren and your children will say happy birthday, Papa, or happy birthday, Kong Kong. They kiss you. They plant the kiss on you. I go away, don't kiss me. After got pimple.
Yeah, up to them, honestly.
You don't mind, right?
Don't
But
mind anything. As
let-
long they
let
show
you
their
mind-
attitude, as long I can see that they're very grateful.
Very
that,
good.
I celebrate my birthday and I'm
Yes.
happy already.
So the Western cultures are more touchy and no touchy. They like to touch and they like to hug and kiss. They are more touchy. Well, the Eastern are more conservative, 保守派. They each has their own way. So I don't care whether you're touchy, not touchy, what 保守派, conservative. As long like what then you say, as long you know what you do, respect your elderlies, they do the right things. Western culture, Mr. Chen Hanmin. Difference between the East and West in terms of education. Western culture, let's go. Is education?
Is education in the East superior to education in the West? So let's explore the future in education. Creativity versus hard work. Western educational system is focused on the ideas of creativity. Obviously, the system being a system means that numerous things can be bound, but still, it normally does its best to elevate individual approaches to deal with various students. In Eastern education, however, it is all about hard work and struggle. Nothing is difficult if you practice hard. Consequently, kids are given lots of homework and are instructed to buckle down. That is the reason why most Asian students, more often than not, are better performers than better performance academically than their peers when they get into the more casual Western educational institutions.
Okay, so this is very true to the three of you. You're going to be in 20 years' time to be a young daddy. So you're going to make a decision for your children, whether boy or girl, or triplets or twins, whatever. Will you want to put your children, into an Eastern culture education or Western culture education? If you are showing Eastern, thumbs up. If you are showing Western, crap. Let's go. Quick lah. Oh, Eastern. Hanling is Eastern. Zach leh?
Yes.
Huh? Which one? So you didn't hear my question lah. My
Yeah, I
question
didn't
is,
hear.
my question is to both of you who never hear my question is, in your future, when you're a young father, will you give your child or children to receive Eastern culture education or Western culture education? Eastern culture, thumbs up. Western culture, clap, clap.
Wait. As in, when we say receive, as in, we're still gonna start. Yeah, are my children gonna start in Singapore, and then,
Yeah,
or are my
Singapore,
children
Singapore.
go over to like the Western culture there?
Singapore.
Okay. Wait, Eastern is what? Thumb
Eastern
down.
culture
Okay,
education.
No, Eastern like what?
I feel like it's
time's
a
up,
bit of mix though.
Hmm?
I feel like it's a bit of mix because like all the like top 5 unis, majority, okay, all the top 10 unis, majority is like Eastern and not Western. But like there are stereotypes that like Westerners are like a bit more stupid, but like their education system there is like, I don't know, they somehow managed to like they somehow managed to like join those top tier unis, so I'm not sure.
But
I say it's like at the start of their education journey, then maybe like Western, I mean Eastern, then after that, then like towards the later stages of education, then I say Western.
Well said, Zachary. How about you, Daniel? Hanling, you want to say something?
Well, if you're studying in Singapore, then I do not mind having like both, cause like it's better to get like a variety when it comes to like teaching.
I
But
see.
then if let's say we I send my children to the Western, then no, I don't want to get a call one day saying your child has died in the school shooting.
Okay. How about Hanling?
I sort of agree with Zachary, but so here's the strat, right? So we study all the way up to like maybe A levels in Singapore, and then we send overseas for uni. Flawless strategy. But uni overseas is just significant. It just gets easy if you study in Singapore.
Thank you.
That's about it, lah. I mean, abuse the system however you can.
No, actually, do you know anymore? Do you want to add some more?
Nothing else.
Okay. Hey guys, don't you realize when you are young in nursery, you are receiving the so-called Eastern educations like Singapore style. But along the way, when you go to primary school or now secondary school, your parent will send you to enrichment class, which is something like creativity, like drawing, like robotics, like music, piano, violin, swimming, whatever you call it. You are actually now having a hybrid. But I'm talking about your son and your daughter in the future. Were they going to go in like the American school, the British Council school, or the international school? No more MOE school. But in Singapore, sorry, all Singaporean students must go to the proper MOE. Unless you are foreigners, you can choose to go local or internationals. So I have Singaporeans who in China, they go international school. They feel that the international students are much better. But surprisingly, I'm telling you, I wouldn't say I'm 100% wrong, but 50% so far I teach those international students that is not Eastern cultures educations. You know what, guys? They can't write well, man. They can speak very well, very good, with good slang, everything. They can talk very well. They can do math really well. But when they come writing, I tell you, the three of you may be better than them 30% more, or 40 or 50% more better. But when they go higher, in their IB, like A level, wow, I can see their English is not easy because recently I taught the IB students. Okay, he really wrote books according their books is about 7 textbooks to read or 7 literature books to read. So I feel that your future generation children will be a hybrid. It's not just purely for Eastern culture educations. All right. So in fact, you guys already, when you're young, you already have this, but it's not so compact and so much as compared in the future, maybe. Participation and receptions. Back to you, Mr. Chen Han.
But I cannot read first. I need to go to the toilet. Jack. Can I not read first?
Oh, go
I'm
lah.
gonna go to the toilet real quick.
Go. Okay, Western education move further and facilitates a more interactive trainings procedure, where students are encouraged to participate activities, right? Sure. They are more to the hands-on kinesthetics and more really physical. They are urged to think critically, to make inquiries and engage in fruitful debates with their instructors. So that's why I told you the first time you came to my lesson, please argue with Uncle Raymond non-stop. You're supposed to win me in the debate. You're supposed to use professional language and professional terms, professionalisms to win me in any debate so that you can be able to survive in the real world. You see? And that's what the Western education had taught a lot of them in this way. That's how they survive in the real world. In academically, they may not be as strong as like people like you in Singapore, like Singaporean students. But when they are in the verge of higher learning, they will be much better. They are able to explore. So the Western education has helped these students to, when they come out to work in real life, it's good. They feel confidence. That is why when you came to my class, the first thing is that you have to win in me. You have to win the debate with me. You have to gain confidence by arguing with Uncle Raymond's. Your job is to win Uncle Raymond's in terms of professionalism, the way you talk, so they can survive the real world. Back to you, Tian Han-Ling.
All right. So
Though in the East,
students are the beneficiaries. They submit to the authority of the teachers, and the method itself is far less interactive. Special needs, inclusion versus separation. Western education makes incredible efforts to integrate kids with special needs into the general mass of students. It is considered a major right to be educated with other kids. In the East, we normally see a more exclusive approach where kids with special needs are quite often taught separately from the rest. It isn't thought to be unfair, just logical.
okay, so you see, to the West is that very inclusive, very conducive, very
I don't think having an autistic kid in your class is conducive.
what's again? Autistic in your class, what?
I don't think having an autistic kid in your class is conducive.
It's inclusive.
It's inclusive, but it's not conducive.
No.
No way having an autistic kid in your class is conducive.
So are you saying all the autistic kids must go to Pathlight lah?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes, unless they've shown that they can study well and
You mean
not
your
be a
class?
nuisance.
Chotomate. You mean your class got autistic kids?
Wait,
No.
I hate to be that guy, but like, if you go to Hwa Chong,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
You
Wait,
can't have autism.
Stop. One person talk at a time because I'm very excited with this topic. Zach, you hold on about Hwa Chong, hold on. Han-Ling, you got students, classmate in your class autistic?
Heck,
1 or 2?
2.
2. So what's their problem with you?
I'm just gonna be real with you. If you have some kids standing up and screaming straight at the teacher's face for absolutely zero reason, you're not gonna be able to learn anything.
But how come with their T-score they can go to your school?
No, not secondary school, not secondary school.
I say properly lah, clown.
But if of course they wouldn't be able to get into my secondary school if they was.
Oh, you're saying primary school that time?
Yeah. They
okay.
They wouldn't be able to get into my school if they were autistic lah. I want to be real with you.
Oh, okay. Now I got you. Sorry. So you're saying primary school, you have students like that screening. Okay, fair enough. So they should go to the Pathlight lah.
Yeah, secondary school, I mean, it's really performance dependent, and like if you're autistic and you're like good at studying, then fair, you deserve it.
我因为你讲 last part The last part you cover your ass. Thank you. How about Zach? What do you mean by Hua Chong? Zach,
A lot of autistic people there, like smart autistic.
smart autistic. Don't suddenly mute, leh. Don't suddenly talk halfway you mute. I can't hear you. You did not finish your sentence.
Yeah, smart autistic.
Yeah, but those are the deserving people.
Sure. Okay.
They
I
are
give a quick story.
Asperger autistic. Zach, how do you know? 等一下, I'll tell you. How do you know they are? How you are not in the Hua Chong? How do you know there are a lot of Asperger autistic in Hua Chong?
Oh, cause like you can see on like MRT and like buses, then you can see how they behave. Then they all like act damn weird one. And then also like my mom got like friends who has like sons in Hua Chong and they're all like damn weird. They got like no life.
Hey, hello. You mean SGI got live lah? Hua Chong got no live lah?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying my school don't have autistic people. Like in my
No,
class,
no.
there's okay. In
No,
my class, there's
stop.
one guy, right? He's super spoiled, but he's not born autistic, but he's spoiled until he's like
Slowly
basically
developing
autistic.
autism.
Sorry, super spoiled. Do you what? Don't mute, don't mute your mic.
No, he's not super smart until he's autistic. He's super spoiled until he's autistic.
I'll give an example.
Like okay, he's super racist. First of all, like I find that like racism is like one
Is
of
he
the
a Chinese?
Huh?
Is he
Yeah,
a-
he's a Chinese. He lived in like Bukit Panjang and like okay, he's the same age as us, right? But the thing is, he already has a car and he has a driver, and like he's basically damn spoiled. And like yeah,
only child?
yes.
That speak volume. Good luck to him, Zach. He go army, he die lah.
Sure. I
He got
wanna
army die.
emphasize on Zachary's point about Hua Chong people being autistic.
Hey,
It's not
hello,
either they're
okay, I
definitely
can't hear you. Can you move your mouth closer to the mic, please?
okay.
Ah.
So like you see. I don't believe there's definitely a lot of people are not autistic, but they just act like one. It's like because during my OBS trip, so let's say that there's this one gay dude. He was talking to his friend about a bit sensitive topic, but he was saying how he watched from what I heard from my like the groupmate, they say he watched gay con, but you replace the C with P. Then the whole entire like our OBS group heard about it. Like our OBS group is like a whole it's like a lot of people. It's like I think HR will know like it's like a lot of people. Then after that, they all like started chasing him around. And then like when he tried to go toilet, they got kicked down and broke the door. To the point the OBS instructor got very like mad lah. They didn't let the boys sleep until like one of us woke up. But then I mean they slowly do like process of elimination to see like who was there and who did it. Then from what I heard from like my same friends, they say it was one of the Hwa Chong people who did it. Smart school doesn't mean they actually smart, yeah. They're like smart in academic but dumb in like socially, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, what did they do again? I didn't hear the first part.
So like they chase around the gay dude asking him if he actually did watch it. And after that when he go try to go toilet and shower, cause like they go kick down the door before they could lock it. They go kick down and broke the toilet door.
Also, they spoiled the toilet door, is it?
Yeah, they broke the toilet door.
So they go around and ask who is gay.
No. So like okay, there's this one guy, like this one I won't give you the name I mean even if I give you might not know, but they all like the whole entire OBS, like all the boys, like most of the boys who like just want to kacha go follow him and keep on asking like keep on like trying, it's like paparazzi, you know, like keep on following the who's
The
that?
guy.
And then after that they follow him into the toilet. Then when he try to go shower, they kick down the door. Then the OBS instructor like got very mad.
I see. Now I got your story.
Yeah, it's all like the Hwa Chong. From what I heard, it's the Hwa Chong people. It's like smart school definitely doesn't equal like they have
I
the best
think
behavior.
recently the Raffles institution also, right? They were wearing a skin mask as a delivery driver, showing himself in the racial harmony. I think this boy was you go and Google it. RI student wearing a mask showing racial harmony was being counseled by the school. Yeah, I agree, Zach. To be honest, I definitely love SGI more than Hwa Chong. Because I got one very autistic boy in your school, your senior. He was always got bullied in the school, but today he is one of the best NUS top student in mathematics. Okay. And I have a good connection to SGI people. I got friends from there. My ex-classmate was used to be there, all this when we were in JC. And SGI play a very important part because number one, SGI is a Catholic school, right? And I'm a Catholic. So therefore, I definitely support SGI. I'm not saying Hwa Chong is no good. I did teach a few Hwa Chong students, but I'm talking about if I were to choose, SGI is more volatile, more creative, and more gung-ho, and more like sorry, Tian Yu, don't mind, Lin Pei. Something like, wow, that is me myself, which is more I mean SGI play rugby, right? Right. Zach. SGI play rugby, right?
Yeah, but our rugby is like very bad.
Of course, St. Andrew and Raffles and ACAs are very good. Hwa Chong, I'm not sure they are good. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your sharing. Whether it's Hwa Chong Catholic, St. Nicholas, RV, Zhongzhen, or whichever school, or SGI, or St. Patrick's, St. Gable, whatever, all the school. Every school is unique in their own way.
My school is unique in the fact that it has too many sport quads, bro.
Then when they come out to the real world, they will know what will happen to them. Like your friend Zachary, one day he will wake up. When he lost all the things, the perks he has, good luck to them. Be yourself. Don't compare, don't admire. Just pray for these people. Okay, we live our own worlds. Okay, let's talk about the last conclusions. Han-Ling, conclusion please. East versus the West.
Conclusion, East versus West. So this is all about how different from each other the culture and education systems of the East and the West are. We can't firmly determine which of the cultural or education systems of Eastern countries or Western countries is better. What is more important is how people of both cultures respect and accept each other's values and educational system.
Exactly. If I want my children, my grandchildren's and my great-grandchildren's, I will start off with Chinese education. So I always believe since we are Chinese, we must really embrace and enhance and ensure and enable us to know more our Chinese culture and Chinese culture from the eastern part. All right. Of course, we also not forgetting the West, because the West we're talking about the English language as well as other languages, the Spanish, the Germans, what other languages? The Portuguese. So they have a rich culture also. They also bring to these survival and civilizations of this world. Every country, whether east or west, they play a very vital, important part in our life. So this is just to tell you, we want to hear from which culture is better, east or west. Over the years, this article has been online. Readers have asked us for easy new culture. This is something that hits the core, easy new culture. So I would say that it's not easy. I would say the easy hybrid tolerance culture. You need to be able to tolerate. Okay, like in Singapore, we always say we are racial harmony, but I feel that I still think there are still people in Singapore still not really racial harmony, are still a bit racist. Whether you're older generations, middle generation like myself, or even younger generation like yourself, I still believe, like you see, Zach, you're telling me, Zach, you're this spoiled brat friends also very racist. So there are still some ingredient here, but how can we make these East and West cultures to be better? You see, share the new culture difference info. You see, the difference between East and West in terms of culture and educations. You look at these features, the West and the Eastern. Conservations, yeah, sure, we are talking about that. But conservative and traditional. So this is the East, and this is the West. So are they, what's wrong with the way they dress? But maybe because of their weather, their climate, their environments, their way of dressing. Now it's your turn to share. Okay, this one never mind. What about business differences? Yeah, the way we do business, maybe next week we'll talk about it in the business term. Okay, bring to you want to attend an event that brings the East together. So sometimes when you attend a wedding in a Western style and an Eastern style wedding, there's a very difference. Or a Indian wedding, a Muslim wedding, okay? A Malay wedding, sorry. A Malay wedding or Chinese wedding or a Eurasian wedding or a Western wedding. It's the same. We all talk about cultures as what you study in social study, right? So whether by these two pictures itself, because we realize that the Asian's history is very rich because it has more than a few thousand years. Whereas the Western maybe no, the only earliest you can bet to differ is the Roman Empire, right? The Roman Empire is one of the earliest, in my opinion. But of course, there are earliest civilizations as well in the Western side. Okay. Now the worksheet, we're going to do this again to use this in the West versus East. We got international, we got all these things. So we're going to use this word here. We got prehistorics in the East and West. We can talk about it. And we also can talk about the omnipotence or omnipresence of the East and West, the superstar. The superstar I can think of East will be Bruce Lee. Okay. And then the West will be who else? The superstar.
Sure, East also can be Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, many are, but the first Pacquiao. Okay, you mean the boxer, is it? Okay, fair enough. And then the Western will be who? Michael Jackson,
John Wick, I don't know.
John Wayne, yeah, all this. So yeah.
So technically, you can just say the whole entire Avengers also.
Oh yeah,
Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley,
Ah,
well done.
Wonder
Love
of
me
You.
tender, love me true. All right, thank you so much, all of you. So now,
Frank Sinatra.
wow, you know all these singers, damn it.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not your
Rick
generation.
Astley.
Hello.
Yeah, it's
Gonna
I'm
give
way
you
past
up.
my ideas. Way past our generation.
Hey, you're too young to know all these singers. It's
I
my
know it's because they're good. They're good
Okay.
singers, you know.
Yeah, okay, let's do this for the next 3 minutes. We're going to have the next paragraph. If the longer you take, the longer we end. So we got about 5 minutes to do this. So you're reading your essay, I hope. Yeah, I'll come back to you.
Can we do it as homework instead?
No,
Oh,
I don't
man.
trust you already. I scared already. I don't trust you seriously. I've been delaying from Chinese New Year until now already. So in order to prove that you did your homework, and then my boss look
So
at
we finish the whole thing now.
no lah, paragraph 2 only.
Oh, okay, okay.
Wait, I think I already finished this. I can go find it now.
I'll go and find it and put it here lah. The purpose is to put that to show to my boss, to show to your parents, and say that my son never do homework, to prove to them. Because you don't have the black and white copy, the WhatsApp 嘛，对不对? Okay, I come back to you in 2 minutes time. So by then you'll be able to finish. Hey, best to use your fist form if you can. Fables, idioms, similes, places, occupation, and proverbs. This is your second paragraph on Zachary.
Yes, I'm sending my third now. I just need to edit a bit.
As we navigate that one, is it this
Yes.
one? Okay, this one, correct? So short,
Yes.
So you're doing paragraph 3, no need lah, relax, relax.
Yeah, but my paragraph 3 is longer.
Okay, 可以。The more you write, the more you practice now, better. So you're fighting against time. So this is like time management. The difference is only that instead of writing, you're now typing. So that is the one cannot test your speed of writing lah. I hope you understand. So we got 31 already. 4 more minutes, 9:35, I'll switch off already. Huh?
I sent my third paragraph. Oh, wait, he's gone.
Okay, Tian Yu, thank you, Tian Yu. Han Ling. Once Han Ling send in, we can say bye-bye already. Good night.
So I'm not gonna lie to you, my paragraph is quite long.
I can't hear you, so sorry.
Oh, my paragraph is quite long.
Oh, okay.
If I cannot finish within the lesson, I'll send you a WhatsApp as soon as.
No. Send it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I might drag this on for a while.
You know
So
why?
I'll take a
Because the
minute.
last time you say you want to submit to me by WhatsApp and all this in that, I was like, I have to sing Richard Mark song right here waiting for you. Until Christmas, you still haven't sent to me. So I scared already. You bao told me. Okay. Then we've done, we end the day. For today, the East versus the West. You have the head start. So tomorrow we are talking about East and the West, but in a different way. Will not be the same. Why not you send half of it, Han Ling, to me now, in case it truncated.
Okay,
Okay,
so you
please.
know.
Correct. Thank you. Yeah, lor, in case you bong, walao, we all have to wait for you fruitlessly. So please, when you have time, go and read some of the essay book and do your 10-year series. You now is the 1st of August. You got exactly 2.5 months on the 17th of October, right? If I'm not wrong. That is the day when you start your exam. 2.5 months to go. Come on, guys. So every day now is very important, critical. Whatever you're left behind for any of the subject, please focus now. Discipline is the key word, right? To do it correctly. Okay, don't let your guts down, and then you must really on guard every second now, especially keeping your health. And please don't go and play vigorous or dangerous or risky sport. Not worth your time to do that, right, guys? Please take my advice, hear my advice. Not even to regret, I'll tell you, brother. Okay, Hanling.
Still writing.
Okay, I'm not going to read this, so just remind yourself once you finish the whole entire essay, you're going to read it, okay? Thank you. So Zed, tomorrow you're still coming to join us, no, right?
I don't think so.
You got remedial, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
got night class, and you mean you got night class.
So any class now?
When is your night class ending? End of the month?
Like I think next week, cause prelim is like after next week. So yeah.
Huh? Your prelim is next week, so fast?
No. My prelim is the week after next week. So like after National Day, then already prelim.
So fast?
Yeah.
Hanling also?
Yeah. It's same for everyone.
No, not for me. My school starts for my one is the end of August, towards the end. Next week after like National Day, the week after that is our NANT. Ours is after that, so like week 9, week 10.
Yeah, it's around this corner, so this one is very important. Your prelims will carry weights. You know what I mean? I don't want to jinx it, whatever it is. So please really spend the effort. So any point of time you're not sure in anything, give me a ring or WhatsApp and say, Uncle Raymond, I need help for certain things. Especially you're not good in your AMATs, can ask me for help.
Wow.
help to get F9.
Hello, E8 at least. Okay.
That doesn't make it any better, sir.
And then got at least not F9, right?
Not wrong.
Yeah, it's -1. Okay,
At least I
fine.
know
I'll
what
take
is
it. I'll take
DY,
the -1.
At least I know what is dy dx. Okay. 哎，大哥，好了没有啊
No, it's a very long paragraph.
Then send the other half, quick lah.
This is how much I've finished doing until now.
Okay, that's all. That's for the second paragraph.
Yeah, no, I'm not done yet, but
Your second paragraph so long.
yeah. I said it was going to be a long paragraph.
Okay, how many sentences to go?
A lot.
Huh?
A lot. I'll try to conclude as fast as possible.
Okay, please read out while you're free now. You read, please. Now it's 9:38 already, bro. I want to go Giant.
Sure, it's okay. Let him hand up to you on WhatsApp.
Gangnam player.
No, let him hand up to you on WhatsApp.
Okay lah. You sure?
Wait, I'm last sentence already.
See, also last sentence on it.
Hit me like a truck. What? I thought hit me, baby, one more time.
Hit me, baby, what? Britney Spears.
Hey, you know the song.
Yeah.
Not bad, man. Well, so all of you will be having prelim this month. Wow, critical. Wow, then next month break for 1 week. And Teachers' Day is on the 30th, right? That means on the Thursday is the last day. 30th will be the school holidays. That's all. Is it the last one is a predecessor? Hello, Mr. Chen Hanling.
Oh, what?
Yeah, last one is a predecessor, right?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's all.
And your eye are all small eye, bloody hell.
That's what happens when I don't type auto correct one.
Okay, never mind. We'll stop here. I know it's